Okay, this unit circle, you get to do this about 1,000 times before you're going to leave high school yet. Okay, this unit circle is the special angles and trig values. So here's what we're going to do. Do you remember where you start a circle from? To the right. So I'm going to go 0 degrees. And we know what the top is. What angle's at the top? 90. And on the side, 180. And on the bottom, we have an angle of 270. And all the way around again is back to 360. Okay, now we're going to jump by these increments here. So I will put it at the top. 30, 45, 60. Okay, you ready? I'm going to go a reference of 30. So that is 30 degrees. If you go 30 degrees from 180, this is 150. If you go 30 degrees bigger than 180, got your numbers, 210. And if you go 30 degrees behind 360, that is 330. So that's me doing a 30-degree reference. Okay, I'm going to go to 45. Ready? Quadrant 1 becomes 45. 180 subtract 45. 135. Good. 180 plus 45. 225. 360 minus 45 is 315. All right. Now we're going to go with the 60s. So 60 degrees. 60 smaller than 180. 120. 60 bigger. 240. And 60 smaller is 300. And then that's all the angles. Okay, you might find some other patterns. Some of you might just go around, around, around to get those numbers. That's fine. But the reason I showed you the way I did is because in grade 12, we're going to do that with radians. And it's a lot easier to do it like that. Okay. This circle is called the unit circle. Why is it called that? Because a radius, you know what a radius is? Center to the outside of the circle. Anywhere I am on this circle, the radius is 1. So in a coordinate sense, from here to here is a distance of 1 unit. Anywhere on the circle, the radius is 1. Okay, think about your graphing sense. Could you figure out the coordinate over here? On a graph. If you were right 1 unit, would your coordinate be 1, 0 on a graph? Does that make sense on a graph? What would the coordinate be up here if you're directly 1 unit up? What's the coordinate? 0, 1? Okay, if I'm 1 unit to the left, -1, 0. And the coordinates when you're 1 unit down, 0, -1. Okay, now, I wrote this at the top, but I'm going to do it at the bottom here. Everything on this unit circle has a pattern. Root 0 over 2, root 1 over 2, root 2 over 2, root 3 over 2, root 4 over 2. Okay, I'm going to change this though. Root 0 is 0. 0 divided by 2 is 0. Root 1 is 1, so I could call that 1/2. Is there anything I can do with a root 2? No. So root 2 over 2. Root 3, nothing you can do with that. Is there anything you can do with a root 4? It becomes 2. 2 divided by 2 becomes 1. So these are the values that I'm going to place on this circle. And we're going to figure out the pattern that they go in. Okay, I'm going to show you the way I grade it. To me, it's going to be the fastest way to develop it. If you have other techniques, that's fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my finger on 0. Okay, x coordinate of 0, and I'm going to keep moving right, 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 right. Okay, so if these are an x coordinate of 0, the next is an x coordinate of 1/2. Can you see on the graph where those coordinates are? They have an x value of 1/2. Okay, move right. What's the next x coordinate? Root 2 over 2. Move right. The next x coordinate is root 3 over 2. Move right, and the next x coordinate is 1. Okay, I'm going to do that, but I'm going to go left. Okay, so I have my finger back on the zeros. Move left. So this is going to go -1/2. I'm just doing x coordinates. Move left. Negative root 2 over 2. Move left. You're going to get bigger and bigger all the time, right? Or smaller and smaller. Whatever way you're going. Negative root 3 over 2. And then when I move left, I'm at the end at -1. Okay, now we're going to go to the y's. So I have my finger on 0, 0, heights of 0. I'm going to do the same pattern, but I'm going to go up, 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 up. Okay, so here I go, 0, 0, the next height. These are going to be heights of 1/2. I'm going to move up. Those are heights of root 2 over 2. I'm going to move up. Root 3 over 2. And then I move up, and I'm at 1.
Well, that's a surprise that we're going to do inside.
Okay. Now I'm going to start again at the y of 0, and I'm going to go down, 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 down. Okay? So from 0 going down, negative a half, down, negative root 2 over 2, down, negative root 3 over 2, down, negative 1. Okay, couple things that we could check at the end here. If you're in quadrant 1, your coordinate should be positive and positive, right? Did you check all your numbers that are positive, positive? What will you want to see in quadrant 2? Negative, positive? I'm just looking at my coordinates, making sure they're all like that. What would quadrant 3 look like? X is negative. Y is negative as well, right? Left, down. What does quadrant 4 look like? Right, down should be positive, negative. Also, do you notice this? Zeros and ones always get partnered together. 1/2 and root 3 over 2's get partnered together. And root 2 over 2 gets partnered with itself. Look at these partners, right? Root 3 over 2 and 1/2 are partnered together. Root 2's over 2's are always with other root 2's over 2's. So those are some cool things that also happen on this.